Alright, alright. I know I'm gonna be sounding a little bit different. I'm just in a different area, don't worry, nothing bad here. Some fans of mine drew some fan art for me. I'm gonna share what I can. Hope y'all enjoy. Also, I'm gonna give commentary too, because I can. That's supposed to be a more close-up image from another friend of mine that's in my Discord. It's supposed to be another thing of this image right here. I call him Fox. They go by a different name, but I just still call him Fox because that's what I know him as. This one. This one goes by a certain individual that I will name Toga Lover. And to anybody in the Discord, if you know, you know. Honestly, they gave me this as a profile picture, and I did wear it for about a day or two. And man, did I still love it. And I know what some people are going to say, why'd you only wear it for a day or two? Because some people want me to freaking have different PFP changes. But I might keep this as a personal one for whichever type of thing, maybe social media or something. But I definitely love just the way that they made this for me. It still makes me laugh. They may not see me as fondly. They may not see me fondly anymore, but you know what? Hey, I'm still happy to keep this picture because it makes me smile. You know, they did a great job drawing it. This one was a long time ago on Instagram. I still decided to keep it because, it makes me smile when people draw fan art for me. But also when people just draw a top hat because, again, it makes you smile when you see people do this type of stuff. I can't remember the story initially. I think there was just like for put a comment if you follow me and I'll draw your character or something like that. I don't remember what I did, but I was one of the lucky few, and it still makes me smile to see this. It always puts a smile on my face, makes me laugh, you know? Lovely art. Some of you may be wondering why I moved the image, and I just realized that it has the person's Discord name, so I just want to be nice and hide that, but I'm gonna give him a nickname, and we're gonna name him Cool Dude. I'm not gonna lie, though, when I did notify people about this video that I was doing, I did not expect anything like this. I was caught way off guard when he did share this, and it's still an awesome piece. It's very lovely. Every time I go back, I keep getting shocked because I keep forgetting about how muscular he made me. Or top, I guess I should say. Sorry. I love this piece. I love it. Just damn, the fine detail on the muscles. That is something not even I can draw, but I can if I keep practicing. Alright, this one's gonna be a big one. I'm sharing this person's Instagram because they're a big fan of mine, which is surprising because I don't think I'm worth a lick of a page turn, I guess you could say, but either way, glad that they love my work, and here's a crap ton of their fan art that I've gotten over time, but also recently. So this is some of their early work. This is off of a little thing that I did when I was sharing to people if they like making fan art of Top, that I have this one rule that they gotta do. Granted, I know she tried her best. This was some of her earlier work, and it still makes me smile seeing it. This was also another piece. This was when I recently got my little cat Lucky, although she doesn't really climb counters as much, but I think she probably got the meows confused between her and Nico, but Nico and her both definitely love treats, so you know what, either way, it's still not wrong. And as you can see, they did 5 fingers this time. Definitely an improvement for drawing me. Top hat. But dumb jokes aside, though, it is a very nice piece. I also like the way that they drew the cat. Lucky ain't that big, though. But they always keep making jokes about that. My cat ain't fat! Now, this was starting to become something that I was very surprised with. The update on the way that they decided to draw. You could see that the body proportions are definitely upgraded, that you could see they took time in creating their art, and especially the way that they did the comic panels, and also the backgrounds. This was definitely improvement that I was surprised to see, yet I loved every second of it. And the way that I just see this comic, it just can't help but make me smile, because I do go for long walks. Although I'm not gonna lie, I think everybody could agree, when you see a cat, you gotta pet the cat. Like, come on, you can't help but pet the cat. This right here was for a birthday piece. They did their very best to draw my own characters in their own style. And some of you might be curious, like, well, who the hell are a bunch of these people? And to say the least, these are just random drawings of certain things. We have Top Hat the Ghoul, Yazima the Bunny, Dots, Jimmy Days. I'm trying to remember if I believe I named Sticks, Bolts, Calico, Crater, Dan, Haley, Lots, and Mr. Bones. This was just a very good birthday piece. And also, if you are curious, yes, those are the names from left to right. I was trying to do my best to remember without having taking any breaks, but luckily I did. But yeah, no, it definitely made me smile seeing this birthday piece. And obviously, they're still doing their best to draw in their own little way and own style. And especially with a lot of characters, it was very hard to do because, you know, it's a big birthday piece. But it definitely made me smile. It was like the one birthday piece I ever got for fan art, but you know what? I loved it. Granted, they were a little upset at themselves because they said it was a bit late, but you know what? I'm happy with what I see, and I love every second of it. I think they were working on poses, but this one is another art piece of Calico. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I like the way the position is. Granted, I also like the different values of colors. Granted, it's a little bit tough because when I make my characters for Doodleland, I stick with a premise mostly of black and white. Some of them get different colors, but you know. But you know what? She tried her best, and I like the way that this fur kind of goes off with the dark/light gray. I think it's a very nice mix. Okay, now this one I couldn't help but laugh a bit. I like the way that it's just me falling. I kind of thought there was a bit more premise to it because as you can see, this is 1 of 2. And most of the time, I was just gonna tell y'all to just go to her page if you want to see the rest. But well, I mean, it's hard not to laugh at this. Okay. I don't know, put on a little Keemstar falling background. I think you'll get yourself a pretty good laugh out of this. But other than that, though, I like at least the way that they're having fun now getting creative. The fact that me, or my OC Top Hat at least, are now being the focus and premise of just inspiring them to do some funny ideas with art is putting a smile on my face, because apart from being an entertainer, I do like to draw, and being the artist that I am, or try to be, I'm glad to at least give inspiration to others to do some stuff, even if it is putting me or my OC through some torment. But we break fourth wall rules, so be aware of that. Ah, yes, another classic. I probably should have blurred that cuss word. We'll see if I do or not. But yes, summer's around the corner. I still go for long freaking walks. And what do I gotta deal with? This freaking humid heat. Granted, it's all different everywhere, but I'm not gonna lie. I at least like the concept for considering summer was right around the corner. And it's gonna be hotter days, so might as well melt like a puddle. I feel like I melt like a damn puddle. Freaking so much sweat and whatnot. Alright, now this one's a little bit of an inside joke between me and this person, but I will at least share that I'm not a big fan of people who ship Majima and Kyoto together. I'm just gonna admit it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I see them as like a Batman and Joker. You know, they gotta have each other, but one still wants to kill the other. Granted, the only difference is obviously, you know, Yakuza. But moving on, besides that, I could tell that they got inspiration to make myself being questioned on, like, what am I exactly doing now because of every time I see it. But you know what? It's a good premise and a very funny comic idea. So I gotta give them points there for a 10 out of 10 on creativity and funny, even if it is just an inside joke between us. And sadly, that's just where the cookie has to crumble right at this moment, for that is all the fan art that I could gather. I did have more, but my only problem was my phone didn't have a lot of storage, so I remember putting them in somewhere to keep them forever. My only other problem was I don't know how to get them back on my phone, so there was that. But besides such, it was very, very good to see all this fan art. I know that I did send out a post on both YouTube and anybody who followed me in Instagram or Discord just to go like, hey, if you want to show it, go ahead. And I was very happy with the results that I got, even if it was just an overtime thing. But I hope you all did enjoy. Sorry for me jammering too much. The next video, I promise, will take a bit. We're still going to have other small bits of videos, but the next video I plan to do will take probably a bit, so hope you're at least in for a ride of some crime scene custodian talk about and whatnot. You'll get to know more about that at some point. But in the meantime, here's to open to other videos. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is that you are going through. And I will catch you smooth skins on the flip side. May you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever the hell you're going through. All right, I'll see you later.